A daring heist at the Louvre. Hi everyone, it's Jeff, and this is Plain English for Monday, November 3rd, 2025. Here at Plain English, we help you upgrade your skills in English with stories about current events and trending topics. And this is a very current event, the robbery at the Louvre just a few weeks ago. Today, you'll hear what happened at the world's most visited museum. This is episode number 814, so like always, the full package of learning resources is at plainenglish.com/814. That includes the transcript, translations of keywords and phrases, a quiz, practice exercises, and the fast version of the audio. All for you at plainenglish.com/814. Before we start today's story, I'd just like to remind you that the podcast is just one part of how we can help you upgrade your English skills. At plainenglish.com, you can make faster progress with active learning strategies. You can take quizzes, do activities, listen to the fast version of the audio, watch video workshops, practice what you learn, and even join a live call with JR and me. It's all about helping you build your skills to become a better, more confident English speaker. Sound good? Go to plainenglish.com to start your free 14-day trial today. Now, let's jump into today's story. Last month, the Louvre was robbed. Hearing the news, you might have thought that thieves used high-tech tools to evade alarms late at night. You might imagine security guards turning on the lights in the morning, shocked to find an empty display case. But that's not at all what happened. On a quiet Sunday morning, 4 thieves dressed as construction workers used basic tools to steal 8 items from France's collection of crown jewels, all while the museum was open and packed with visitors. Here's how it happened. It was 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, October 19th, 2025. The Louvre, the most visited museum in the world, had already been open for 30 minutes. A group of thieves arrived on the narrow street between the museum and the River Seine, driving a specialized truck. It had a mechanized ladder mounted to the back. In Paris, these trucks are a common sight. They're used to move bulky furniture into upper-floor apartments. The group extended the ladder so that it reached a small stone balcony attached to the second floor of the museum. 2 of the thieves scaled the ladder. They used power tools to break a window and enter the Apollo Gallery, setting off an alarm. The Apollo Gallery is a long, narrow room with display cases in the center. Inside those display cases are the most valuable jewels from France's history as a monarchy and empire. The thieves smashed 2 display cases near the middle of the room, setting off additional alarms. They grabbed 9 items of jewelry. Then they started their escape. They rushed back toward the broken window and descended the ladder. They tried to set fire to the truck, but were stopped by a security guard. They then met 2 accomplices waiting on motor scooters outside. They jumped onto the scooters and escaped. The whole thing took about 7 minutes. During their escape, they dropped one of the 9 items they had grabbed, a diamond-encrusted crown. The crown was found damaged but recoverable. But the thieves got away with 8 pieces of priceless jewelry, touching different eras of French history. One was a diamond and emerald necklace that Napoleon gave to his second wife upon their marriage. It has 32 emeralds and over 1,000 diamonds. The thieves also got the matching diamond and emerald earrings. They stole a tiara, necklace, and set of earrings decorated with diamonds and sapphire. And they got away with a brooch, a decorative bow, and a tiara used by Empress Eugenie, the wife of France's last emperor, Napoleon III. The tiara had 212 pearls and almost 3,000 diamonds. What might happen to the stolen items? Jewelry experts say there are 2 likely scenarios. First, it's possible that a wealthy individual wanted the jewels for his own personal collection. If that's the case, the items will be hidden, but perhaps not lost forever. The other possibility, probably more likely, is that the jewels will be dismantled and sold for parts. That would be a permanent loss. There are few likely buyers for the stolen jewels. It would be highly risky to sell or buy them whole, since they are well known and connected with such a high-profile crime. But there's a thriving international market for precious stones like emeralds, sapphires, and diamonds. So it's likely that the thieves will dismantle the jewels, recut the stones, and sell them one by one in the legitimate market over time. France has been shaken by the news of this heist. The Louvre, in particular, is important to France's sense of national identity. The museum, both the building and its collection, connect France's past as a monarchy to its present as a republic. The Louvre's founding idea that the nation's greatest art should belong to the people. That idea was revolutionary when the museum was established in 1793. Today, all the items in the museum are the property of the French state. The stolen objects were part of France's crown jewels and were displayed in the Louvre's most sumptuous gallery. Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, said the heist was an attack on French history. The identity of the thieves is not known. The Louvre has been robbed before. In fact, museum robberies are not as rare as you might think. Famously, the Mona Lisa was stolen in 1911. 20 Van Gogh paintings were stolen from the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam in 1990, though they were later recovered. A Rembrandt and a Vermeer were stolen from a museum in Boston that same year. A curator of the British Museum snatched items from its warehouse and sold them on eBay. And incredibly, a single thief, Stefan Breitweiser, stole 239 pieces of art from museums all over Europe in the late 1990s and early 2000s. He kept the pieces in his house. There will certainly be investigations into the security situation at the Louvre. Many are asking how it's possible to park a truck right next to the building. Before the robbery, museum staff had been warning that the security team was overstretched. Now, it's likely that the museum will have to devote more of its limited budget to safety and security. And that's all for this Monday edition of Plain English. This was episode number 814. We have done a few related stories. Episode 164 was about the architect of the new Louvre entrance, that kind of glass pyramid shape that you see in so many photos. The architect's name was I.M. Pei, and episode 164 was about him. Episode 681 was about the background of the Mona Lisa. It's the most famous painting in the world, but the exact setting is still a mystery. And episode 639 was about that curator of the British Museum, the one who stole items from storage and sold them on eBay. So check those out if you have time. The links to those episodes are all in the transcript. And the transcript is at plainenglish.com/814. That's also where you'll find the quiz, exercises, translations, and practice area. plainenglish.com/814. See you back here on Thursday for a new topic. Listen up if you speak Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, German, French, Italian, Japanese, Polish, or Turkish. One of the most frustrating things about listening and reading in a second language is being confused by unfamiliar words or phrases. When you listen to plain English, or when you read the transcript, you probably encounter some words you don't know. When that happens, you have a few options. You can stop the audio, go look up the definition, then return to the episode, find your place, and press play again, but that's exhausting. Or you can just skip it and be confused. That's no fun either. But what if you could see the translation of the word into your language instantly without having to stop the audio, without having to look anything up? Well, you can at plainenglish.com. For each episode, we translate about 100 words and phrases from English to 9 languages: Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, German, French, Italian, Japanese, Polish, and Turkish. And we highlight those words in blue. All you have to do is hover your mouse over the highlighted word, and you'll see the translation instantly. It works great on mobile too. It really makes listening a lot more satisfying, and it's a great way to expand your vocabulary in English. The best way to see these translations is to sign up for a free 14-day trial at plainenglish.com. During your trial, you can read as many transcripts as you like, all with the translations into your language. So sign up for your free trial today at plainenglish.com.